Yo, what is up, guys? So today I'm going to show you how I go through the process of shipping out items. So as you can see, there are three: video game, and DVD. That's normally what I sell on eBay. I primarily sell video games. Sometimes I do mix up in DVDs, depending on what I get in. Obviously, my inventory varies because I do buy used video games and used DVDs. But these are real examples. I did just sell all three of these games or DVDs, and I'm going to show you exactly how I ship them out. So like I was saying in the last video, we don't want to use these mailing. These are too expensive. They're 12 cents a piece. It's not necessary because these games aren't very expensive to use the padded, and it's most certainly not necessary to use a priority mail flat rate because number one, you have insurance on both. Number two, that padded flat rate is about the same time it takes me to send it first class, so it doesn't really vary. I know they say 2 to 6 days. It's normally 2 days, honestly. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do for this army game. I already wrote on there right before the video, but I would normally just write whatever it is, army, just kind of give myself an indicator of what's in the package, and then I write how much it weighs. So I'll measure it. This one's coming in at, it's always off center. You guys need to get a digital scale. I highly recommend that. I've been doing it like this just because. So I'm going to call that 4 ounces. I was actually wrong on my estimate earlier. So that's 4 ounces right there. Okay. That tells me I'm going to ship it out for $2.61. I sold the game for $6, so there's some profit left over because I only paid, I think, maybe $1 for the game itself. Okay, so cool. That's all I do. You just take the little piece of plastic off these, and you got your package ready to rock and roll. Now all it needs is the shipping label. I go on my computer and I print those off. eBay makes that really simple. Before I got fancy with the computer and the printer and all that, I actually used to just write on all mine, and I would actually order all of my postage online. I would order it in bulk, like I would order like $70 in postage for $50, and I would get it. So I would be saving $20 on the next $70 worth of packages I send out. So that was a great way for me to make more money on my sales, but obviously with that, it takes a lot of time to cut, or not just cut, peel each stamp and put it on there, lick it, and it was kind of gross because some of these stamps are really old, so it wasn't very healthy. But the same thing with the Michael Jackson one. You stick it on there. Obviously that's below 4 ounces, so I'll just put 4 ounces because it's the same price. Michael Jackson, that gives me an idea of exactly what's in it. So boom, Michael Jackson is ready to rock and roll. Peel that off right there, and we shut the package. I don't do anything else with video games. Obviously, whenever I ship out other items like antiques, glass, anything practically other than video games and DVDs, I make sure I package them up very well. I use certain boxes because you guys can see my box collection over there. Got all kinds of different boxes depending on what I need. And it just varies depending on items. And I'm going to give you guys a better idea of, how you would ship certain items, but for now, this is just video games and DVDs. Same thing with this one. Last but not least, you put it, take it. And like I said, guys, the link is in the description below for these plastic mailers. You could get them very cheap on Amazon. I want to say a couple cents a piece. Obviously, comparing that to paying for the Dollar General ones, which are 12 cents a piece, that's way too much. You're paying about a fourth with these ones. Obviously, you got to buy a little bit more, but it is well worth it. So here we go. We got DVD and weigh that one. It's about 3.5 ounces. We'll go 4 ounces on it too. So really simple, guys, shipping these things out. But this is one thing. You guys should not be using these to ship out video games, okay? Unless you're shipping out controllers and other stuff, it's a different story. But if you want to get it, the goal here is to get it to your customer as cheaply and as safely as possible. Obviously, with this one, your thing's not going to break, but odds are it's not going to break in these little plastic ones either. I've never had a customer open up their game and say, the game was shattered or anything like that. I mean, I've had a few return items. That was due to the fact they were scratched previously, because I normally don't test every single game. Obviously, just looking at the numbers of how many I would have to test, I wouldn't be able to make very much money if I spent hours testing each lot. But normally, yeah, I check them and I clean them. But then if someone says something's not working, I normally just say, okay, that no problem, da da da. It depends on how I mark the item, and so forth. But I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, my other channel, Ryan Del Signore, you can find all my latest crap on there. I got all kinds of stuff I'm doing, trips I'm going. I do my motivational videos on there. I do all kinds of stuff. But this one is going to be focused on selling all kinds of good stuff for you guys. So I'm excited. I have to meet a few customers tomorrow. I'm selling $50 worth of glassware to this one lady. I use Facebook Buy Sell Trade, and I'm going to get in some later videos on how to sell items on eBay, how to sell offline, how to sell, and there's just going to be so much content for this channel. I'm so excited. So I really am stoked that I can just share directly with you guys. Instead of with my other channel, I was doing these kind of videos, but I wasn't really dedicated. Now I'm all in. I'm graduating high school pretty soon, so it's going to be pretty much a an all-in effort here, 7 days a week, auctions, and just doing crazy fun stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.